Okay, people, it's me again. Me. People, tonight I came to do two things. One, to tell you that I have a little soupçon. I got a little soupçon today, but I'm not going to divulge it until I see it on DNO, I hear it on Angelo, or I hear it on Matt's program. I'm keeping this one close to my chest. I promised my source that I would not divulge until it comes out. So I am not saying anything. My lips are sealed. My lips are sealed. I'm not going to say a thing about this one. Not yet. I'll wait until it comes out. But I have something that I have to say to Dominicans tonight. I am a sucker for democracy. I love democracy, and I applaud everyone and anyone who takes a stand for democracy. I will support it 100%. Anybody who joins in a fight for democracy, justice, human rights, wherever it is around this world, I will join in. Have you seen me on Palestine? I am an advocate of democracy, freedom, justice, and human rights. So when the need arises in my country, I will join. I will join it there too. So I was looking through my archives because I've been in this democracy thing for a long, long time, people. A long time. I have been in this democracy thing. Since before I came up to America, I was involved in politics in Dominica. When I was 18 years, I was not liquor, cool tear gas. I get in Lagon, fighting for democracy, protesting against whoever that we needed to protest against in Dominica. I was there when tear gas was flying all over the place. I was first to get it. I remember clearly the amount of tear gas I got in Lagon, in Lindy. I had to run in Lindy's shop. And when I went inside Lindy's shop, that place was filled with people, and I almost suffocated in that place, fighting for democracy in Dominica at a very tender age. So now that I am so much aware and so much more educated and knowledgeable about democracy, what it stands for, what it means, how much it is worth, I join in every fight for democracy. And I applaud anyone who has the guts to stand up in defense of democracy, especially in Dominica, in the present environment. Kudos to anybody who stands up for democracy in Dominica in this present environment. I know it's toxic. It is so toxic. It is even dangerous. It is even dangerous, people, to stand up for democracy in Dominica today. So I have a little something that I got from my archives. I just want to share it with Dominicans tonight. Dominicans, someone once said that democracy is like a plant that needs to be nurtured. If we do not nurture our democracy, it will fade away and the loss will be immeasurable. The way for us Dominicans at home and abroad to protect our democracy is not to cheer it on, not to take it for granted, which we do a little too much. We ought to cherish it, yes, but we must recognize and accept that where it is weak, we must strive to strengthen it. We have to reform what needs to be reformed, which we do very little or nothing of. My dear Dominican brothers and sisters, after reading what you wrote on DNO yesterday and today, in response to this group that call themselves how did they call it? Democracy for Dominica Now. I almost wept to see the comments that came from these things. I don't know. But people, my brothers and sisters of Dominica, it is said, while we depend on democracy for our freedom and well-being, democracy depends on us in our capacity and desire to be good citizens, faithful to our Constitution, interested in inquiry about the strength of the pillars on which our democracy stands. Dominicans, the pillars on which your democracy stands right now is almost non-existent. The pillars are rotten, they are broken, they are almost non-existent. Look at your institutions. You're talking about, they're talking about democracy, we eating, they're not paying taxes, they this is. Do you have any idea what democracy is? Do you have any idea? I put it to you. If you had any idea, the comments that I read on DNO yesterday and today would not come from you. And I dare say it comes from people who have no idea of what democracy is and how a democratic state functions. Our democracy depends on us for its survival and its growth. We have to be patriotic to our country, not only by raising its flags and singing our national anthem, but also by dissent when it is necessary. And lastly, and no less importantly, our democracy depends on what we value about ourselves and what we believe in our citizenship. People, Dominican people, you have to empower yourselves and each other so that you are willing and able to empower the next generation through the power of knowledge. Your democracy is in peril. You do not want to hear it, but it is the truth. And it is time you face that fact and do something about it. I come with love tonight. I come with love. I come in peace and love to deliver this message to my Dominican folk. You know, Dominicans, sometimes you don't like me because I am very abrasive in my truth telling. I am blunt. I am not a very diplomatic person. You don't like me for that. I know it. It doesn't matter whether you like me or you do not like me. I need you. I would like for you to take some time and think about what I am saying. You need to think about it before you lambast me. Think about it. If you cannot understand what I'm saying, ask somebody. Ask somebody. Go read something. Go read something and educate yourselves. Empower yourselves with knowledge. And be not afraid. Be not afraid. Recalibrate your moral compass, Dominicans. You think that I am doing what I am doing because I want anything from Dominica. I don't want anything. But Dominica is my country. Dominica is my country. I want to say proudly to any and everybody that I am Dominican and mean it. I want to be a proud Dominican again. And I think of the next generation of Dominica. This is the reason why I do what I do. I have no other motive but to be a proud Dominica and my concern for the next generation of Dominica. Because let's face it, if the next generation of Dominica has to use what is present as their future. I don't know, people. I don't know. Think of tomorrow. Think of 5 years from now. Think of 10 years from now. Think of 25 years from now. Where is Dominica heading as a country? Where is Dominica heading as a country? Think about that for 1 second before you lambaste and blast and give everybody mépris whenever they show their faces to say we are coming to fight or to protect Dominica's democracy. Democracy is worth fighting for, people. Democracy is worth fighting for. And you will understand that. You will understand that when you lose it totally. Ask the people in Syria how much they would love to have had a democratic state. Ask the people in all of the states that are now in shambles. In shambles. I am sure they must be asking themselves, what could I have done to save my democracy? Don't let it get to the stage where you will lament, what could I have done to save my democracy in Dominica? Good night.